everybody, welcome back. My name's Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. Today I'm going to go through an easy violin tutorial of the new song by Adele, which is called Hello. I've done a violin performance of this, so you can either click the link up here to watch the violin performance or click in the description directly underneath this video if you can't get annotations on your mobile device. I've also done an easy piano tutorial that will again be linked directly underneath this video. If you want to know where to get the free sheet music that I've arranged for you all, again, head underneath this video. It's where all the good stuff always is. So if you want to know how to play an easy version of Hello by Adele on the violin, grab your copy of the sheet music and let's get going. Okay, so the first things first, I'm just going to take you through what I've done. What you'll notice is that under every single note, I've put all the finger numbers. Where you've got repeats of the notes, I obviously haven't bothered to put another finger number because that's pretty common sense and it just keeps it nice and clear. So all the finger numbers are put on over the notes. There's lots of them are repeated for this song. Also, what you'll see is the string that you're going to be on. So you're going to be starting on the A string. You're going to be playing finger 1 on the A, then finger 2 still on the A, another finger 1 on the A, so we're still on the A string, then an open A, then a finger 2 on the A, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. We're still on the A. We keep on the A until we see another string, so that note there briefly is a second finger on the D. Then we're back to the A string, open A, so on and so on and so on. You keep on the same string until it basically tells you to change. So that's what I've done there with that. You'll see all the finger numbers and string that you're going to be on as well. What I'm going to do is just take you through the order of the piece as well, and this is exactly as written. One thing I do need to mention that some of you may ask is that this has been put into a different key. So the original, if anybody wants to know, the original is in the key of F minor. Now F minor had 4 flats in it, which for the violin, the violin doesn't like flats so much, and that was not going to be so easy. So I took the flats away and I put it with 3, I did it with 3 sharps, which actually is F sharp minor. Now I know that sounds a lot worse, but it's F sharp minor or A major. This is obviously in a minor key, but we've only got 3 sharps and the violin loves 3 sharps. Everything seems normal for 3 sharps. So there's no awkward fingering. You don't have to worry about E flats, that you can't do an open E or you can't do open A's or any of that. So if you want to play this along with Adele singing, you won't be able to because it's in a different key. I will put the original key, because I have a copy of this that I play when I go and do performances, and that I've added to my catalogue, and it's here. So you can see there is there's 4 flats in the key signature. So this is my copy that I use, so I can play it with the backing track that goes with the original, and I will link that underneath as well in the proper key. But this is the easy version. So I'm going to take you what happens to and from, because there's a few repeats in here now. So when you're playing it, you will notice that near the start in bar 11 that you've got a repeat mark there. Now the other repeat mark is on the second page, and that is just halfway through, and that's here. So when you get to that one there, that repeat mark there, you're going to go back to the bit on the first page at bar 11 and you're going to repeat that bit there. You've got a first time bar and a second time bar. So you're going to start from the beginning, go all the way through. When you get to the second page, you're going to play to the end of bar 38, 39, end of bar 40, which is here, and then you're going to repeat back to bar 11. Then you're going to play all of that again on the first page and moving on to the second page. When you get to here, what you're going to do is skip the first time bar because you played that on the first time around, and you're going to jump there. So when you get to there, you jump straight over to there and you carry on to the end until you see it says DS Al Coda. Now DS stands for Dal Segno, which is this little, it looks like a kind of $sign, but it's like an S with a line and 2 dots through it. So you're going to go back to there. So when you hit the DS Al Coda, you're going to skip back to there, play it all the way through. Keep going, keep going, keep going. When you get to here, it says 2 coda. So that's the last little note that you'll play. And then you come all the way down here to where the coda is. This is the coda. This is the sign for the coda, and play this. So shall I just run through that once more? If I can try and get the sheet of paper, if I can double the sheet of paper out. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the beginning. I'm going to play it all the way through until we get to this part here. I can just about see where you've got the repeat sign. Then you're going to go back to the repeat sign, which I think is here. Play it all the way through, and when you get to here, you're going to jump to this part here, where it says where you've got the second time bar, play it all the way through until it says, till you get to DSL Segno. Then you're going to go back to the little sign, which is here, play it all the way through, blah, 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 blah. And then when you get to that little part there, that's the last little part you'll play because you've got two coda here. Then you jump all the way to the coda, which is, I can't quite see, which is just down the bottom here, and just play that little bit to the end. So that's that. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to play it all the way through for you because I do have a separate performance of this if you want to play it, but I'll just take you through one or two little bits and I'll tell you where you need to put your fingers. Okay, so first of all, where you're going to put, your first fingers are always going to be on the dots, the first dot. Your third finger is always going to be in its normal place on the other dot that you've got there. Whenever you play a second finger, it's going to be jammed in next to the third finger, not back, not in the middle, right behind the third finger. So can you see that's right behind the dot? If I put my third finger in place, my second finger kind of jams in right behind the dot. So this was actually quite difficult to write out rhythm wise because of the way she sings it is actually quite difficult. So if you feel like you want to change some of the notes, or you want to add a little bit more in, or you want to change some of the rhythm, absolutely go ahead and do that, depending on how you know the song sort of in your head. But it doesn't sound much without the backing track, I admit, because we're missing the piano chords that we've got there. So if you can get hold of a backing track to play with this, then obviously, or someone to play the chords on the piano for you. Again, I'll put the original in the original key. I'll have a link so you can download that one if you want to have a go at that and play with a backing track or someone as well. I'll link that all underneath, but it's quite repetitive in terms of notes, but obviously when you put it together, it does actually make sense. So that's pretty much it. There are a few open strings there. If you want to substitute those open strings for fourth fingers, like I probably would if I was playing this, then go ahead and do that. I always put open strings in just because first and foremost, they are a lot easier to do. So I do always put open strings in, change them for four if you want to. So going to the chorus. And so on and so forth. So again, depending on how many bows of how many notes you want to play that go with the words and the syllables that she uses, you know, feel free to change that if you want to. You can just use those notes as a blueprint. So if something's not quite right on the music, that's fine. Go ahead and change it. It's your version. So there we go. A nice, quick, simple, easy version of Adele. All the links and all the good stuff will be directly underneath this video, as they usually are. I will be doing a lot more of Adele stuff as well coming up in the future, so just bear with while I try and get that, because her album's just come out, so I'll be trying to keep up with those and some of those songs as and when I get around to doing them. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos and all the good stuff underneath, and I'll see you in the next video.